Hello, Red187 and welcome back to Rule the Waves 3 as we continue with our Spanish playthrough. And we rejoin the battle line of our latest and greatest battleships, new dreadnought battleships, as we are embroiled in a coastal defence action against the perfidious Italians. It's not the right nation for that phrase, but anyway, it'll do. Yes, we left last time just as we jumped into this encounter. We've got our newest battleships. We have both of our newest heavy cruisers, the Mallorca and the Minorca, albeit not in a single division. I do really like these. I am quite keen to kind of get into action. These are our kind of treaty cruisers. But I think they pack a powerful punch for a heavy cruiser, at least for now. They will soon surely outclass soon enough. And then we also have a couple of light cruisers doing a little bit of screening for us. We know not where the enemy is, nor what forces they have. So perhaps the first thing we shall do is find that out. Everyone's kind of puddling along at 14 knots. I've left them there, with the exception of the Minorca, which I've told her to steam down about 17, just to try and catch up the rest of the fleet. Until then, we shall wait and see if we can find ourselves some Italians. Huh. Is this going to be just a complete non-event? Okay, well I need to sail about for at least another 800 minutes. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put a cut in here. And if I do find them, I'll let you know. Well, what an absolute disappointment. That's why you should never leave on cliffhangers you can't control. I really want to see what these ships could do. I'm sure we'll get a chance later in the war, but disappointed. Well, come on, that's a reasonable force, Italy. Let's have a look at. Did we just get unlucky? Just your force. So you started here and here. You sailed in this way, and I sailed down this way, and we just must have yeah, there and there. 5:30, we were pretty close. We must just have missed visual range. And then by the time you started, and you spent the night there by the looks of things, and then headed off here in the early hours of the morning. Oh well. Well done, some victory points. Italy's what? Piffle. 9 ships finished working up. There's some submarines kicking about, but that's not really enough to matter. Okay. So we're still losing money as we build our new light cruisers and some of our corvettes, but apart from that we're doing okay. We've got a reasonable amount in the bank to cover it. So I think we'll probably roll into the next one. I was about to have some discussions about what we haven't built yet, but I'm going to hold off on those thoughts until we get in a position where we can actually do it. This is not a great battle for us. It's quite far away from our own ports. I will accept. I don't want to give up victory points. At the same time, we will have to be a little bit smart about this. It's a reasonable force we got. Oh, we have our lovely new heavy cruisers. We've got a light cruiser and quite a chunky destroyer escort. Okay. How are we faring for the time of day? 7, a lot of daylight. Which I think is always a mixed blessing when you're doing these raids. Sometimes it can be nice just to get in under the cover of darkness. Okay, we've actually got 3 of our light cruisers here. 4. They were hiding under destroyers. So we have all 4 of our light cruisers currently kind of screening, and our 2 new heavies. This is quite a nice little force actually. Probably means we're going to be outgunned by the Italians. But we certainly have enough destroyers to kind of throw it at them and run away if they don't want to come. If they decide to come for a fight and we don't like it. What we're going to do is we're just going to keep running just to the south of this marker here, slightly further away from La Spezia. See if we can't run into, ideally, just a couple of transports so we can sink them. And then we have a free hand in terms of what future action we want to take against the Italians. Okay. This looks like could be a bit of a battle fleet. Let's crank up our speed. Fuel max -2. I think these are still coal-fired, so we will suffer from tiredness eventually of our stokers. Okay. Please don't be an actual battleship. Heavy cruisers I would fight. Dreadnoughts and pre-dreadnoughts perhaps not. There's a lot of them. Okay. See now the San Marco, 7-inch guns, 4-inch belt. And the Ancona, which I think is similar, 8-inch guns, 4.5-inch belt. I would happily take them on with our Mallorca classes here. We're kind of what, 10s? Yeah, 10-inch guns and 5-inch belt. That, to me, this seems like a good fight. How would I feel if I had a third one? I'd probably give it a go. Let's close them a little with you. Our light cruisers can no longer need to screen, since we know where the enemy are. I think we'll go independent and line ahead, please. We'll see what trouble we can get ourselves into. Not so worried about the torpedo dashes from the destroyers. I feel like we've got enough speed in our lighter ships at the minute. Okay, so you are just 2 heavy cruisers. No, and a Tripoli. So 2 heavies, 1 light, bunch of destroyers. So we outship you. Which is somewhat unusual, given the relative size of our fleets. Actually, let's do quite a hard turn with my lights. I don't really want them going toe-to-toe with these heavies. I'd quite like our heavies to kind of cut in behind. You running due south. I had the feeling they might kind of turn around and cut towards their own ports, which they have done. Which hopefully allow us to engage our hard 10 inches. Let's say Montebello class. Oh, there is another one in here. Got the Anaconda and the Ancona. Oh, there's a San Marco in here. Ah, this one. Nope, that's Tripoli. Maybe we just misidentified? Oh, hello. Now here's a fight. So that I'd say not quite as heavily armed, as armored, and as big as our own heavy cruisers. That definitely changes the dynamic a little bit, but... You really just a destroyer? I'm kind of chunky. Okay, we're now saying 2 light cruisers. 2 heavies still. Not quite the class we thought. Okay, I still think we're okay to take this fight. Still think we outclassed them heavy v heavy. And we do have 4 light cruisers here as well. So we have more ships as well. Okay, things seem to be going fine. There's not much now we've hit, is the only thing. Great if you guys could kind of change that. You're a little disconnected from the fight now. I need to get you up here. We'd take the Tripoli. That's all we get. So it feels like they're almost running to port. Well, they're going to run into land shortly. Oh, first blood to the Italians. You respond by... Oh, having killed a destroyer, actually. Okay. And... yeah, landing a few more hits now. I'm okay to kind of keep on this course. It's maybe not the best angle to get all our guns in. Let's widen it slightly. Try and get as much of our broadside in as possible. I mean, really, well, it's not just our rear turrets, I suppose. It's our case-made secondaries as well. You guys are definitely in the wrong angle. I should have fixed that sooner. These are running due north. But they don't seem to have the stomach for this fight. Let's run it for a little bit. Okay, hits the engine room from the Montebello, which is 9-inch guns. Didn't penetrate though, which is good. Okay, we've sunk 2 ships. Which I'm surprised at because I didn't think the destroyer would count. I didn't think it was big enough, but okay. But why settle for 2 when you can have 3? Possibly lose some of your own. Yeah, we are losing the accuracy fight with this Montebello. Right, you're now a bit of a danger. Pull away. Last thing I want to do is take a torpedo. I need to get these extra guns in this fight. Question is, are you gentlemen just running for Spezia? And I think you might be. Let's go squad max for a little bit. I know it's going to hurt my accuracy. I want to see if I can kind of convince them to turn away from their own port. And you know, you are not firing, so let's go squad max, because it doesn't matter if it hurts your accuracy. If you ain't firing, it actually doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. Hey, we hit the Montebello, finally. You guys need to clean your grates. I've only just asked you to start speeding up, for goodness sake. Okay, we have got them to kind of turn. We're now having to turn ourselves and skim the edge of this port area. See, we can't get you gentlemen into the fight. Oh no, this is good actually. They've gone not only away from the port, but running due south. Which gives an opportunity for our Neptuno classes to get involved. As well as potentially our destroyers. Now there's quite a lot of lights around here in terms of escorts, etc. Doesn't really play into a destroyer charge. Unless we manage to shed some more. I'm going to drop, oh yeah, you guys should have been down there. I'll drop you into squad max -3. And get a little bit of rest for your stokers. Yeah, and they've just cut back towards the port. We delayed their retreat, but that was about it. I think they're going to disappear now. Outwards! Alright, let's break off. We might get that destroyer. Come on! How to turn a potential victory into imminent defeat. Okay, how bad is it? Ah, 100, jeez. I mean, yeah, they're only 5,500 tons. And unlike the AI, we are unlikely to survive from this, right? You head south. You guys are going to stick around and babysit. Oh, I can't believe we took a torpedo. Are you kidding me? And that ship makes it to port. Of course it does. Of course it does. Alright, let's go here. Well, this is going to be a loss. That's deeply upsetting. Yeah, we'll pick rescue survivors. And we'll just get out of here. Brr. is surprisingly difficult to hit light cruiser with torpedoes, especially one that small, but there you go. Okay, right, I'll jump to the end. Okay, there we have it. And confirmation that, yeah, objectives don't matter when you lose a ship. I can't believe shit, 2 torpedoes. And yeah, we got light damage on them, and that was about it, to be honest. You only get hit twice. Okay. Well, I do enjoy making life difficult for myself. They close the gap of 500 VP. Okay, fine. We're still in the lead, so I'm still bullish about this. Okay, so if you can't remember, we were waiting for the tech to give us 4 centerline turrets because we don't have it. And we have just discovered 5 centerline turrets. Do you know what might be interesting? Oh, that's good, sunk sub. Is if, yeah, because I can just double check. Oh no, there's 4 centerline turrets. I could have sworn we didn't have that. Okay, maybe I'm just misremembering. Then we did have everything we needed to do our 4 center line mid. Okay. I'm not sure anymore. But we have everything we need if we want to design that battleship, apart from funds. Just one quick. Oop. We were talking about not that. We wanted the 4 with the 2 superimposed. If and you please, the B and the X. Double turrets, okay, 14s. This was the dream. Well, apart from they're terribly positioned. There you go. That's not quite either, but something like this was what we were after. We are going to struggle with speed though. We had top. I mean, the Italian ones were coming in at like 25. Ain't going to happen. Not with our current tech. There are thousands of tons off making this happen. You'd have to build an absolute monster if you want to go 25 knots. So it's probably going to be a slower ship. But we can definitely do what we need to do there. Okay. Not for a while though. We're in the middle of building other things. There's a war on, but that's something we're probably going to do next. A fleet battle. Absolutely. Really want to see my new battleships in action. It looks like that's exactly what we've got. Okay, battleships, heavy cruisers, and why have you done this? Oh, they're individual. I thought still, it's a cruiser scout force. Okay, it's a good patch of water for this to happen as well. Right, we have no control. That'll change once we get contact. There we go. It's a bit of a dodgy start, not gonna lie. Right, let's go squad -2. Let's have you break north. Let's go squad -2. Let's have you break south. You are going to charge to your glorious death, my friend. Please try and send a torpedo off, as probably are you, because it's quite a good opportunity. Try and torpedo some of their heavier ships. Go on, launch, my man, launch. I'm not doing this one for you. Oh, he launched. Oh, come on. You did everything I asked of you. I shall ask no more. Yeah, you're not going to get the chance. Okay, so we've... a bit of a sacrifice there. Definitely thought you could have done it. Fuel, we'll have a long range. I don't want to keep you in here. Pull away. Right, we know roughly where they are. Let's head north. Let's get our main battle line. How fast do you guys go? Not very fast. I thought I'd done it with that speed, I really did. Right, we'll keep kind of screening around here as we bring our forces north. I'm going to have Catalonia head out to the east here, just in case they try and break away, and we'll keep you maybe in a bit of a northern direction. How long till sun up? 5 minutes. Excellent. Yeah, here she comes. Hello! Oh god, Minorca, you're in a bad spot. Squad backs! Okay, we're closing in. You're in actually an okay spot to just kind of harass the tail end of their fleet. Wow, that's some fleet. Let's, we'll let it run for a couple minutes so we get some identifications. Yeah, you keep running Minorca, that's fine. I mean, spin off this direction, you can slow down again. Maybe pick a fight with this light cruiser. Okay, what have we got? According to you, every battleship ever made. And there may be some truth in that. Oh god, there's a division down here. Run up to the east coast. Let's if you run up the west side. Okay, we're changing our mind there. Some heavy cruisers. What else do we think is in here? We still in? Yeah, we're still not in full daylight yet. That looks moving very quickly for a battleship. It is indeed a battleship. Okay, interesting. Very exposed battleship. Okay, we can see if we can make them pay for that. Chance would be a fine thing. If you're going to expose yourself to me, I am perfectly at liberty to make a play of it. Okay, Churuka. We'll keep you guys as a secondary option in case she, as it looks like she's doing, is run south. We might get her to run into you. You need to kind of cut further to the east. Yeah, this... I'm going to have you angle down here for a little bit longer. So we kind of pin this battleship. We seem to have found our target. Early torpedo visa from the heavy cruisers. Fair play. I applaud. You've kept an alarming amount of speed, actually. Things are now getting a little bit out of control. Ooh, I didn't realize you were a division. Okay, what happened to the guys who sent off down here? Let's not lose track of you. Okay, Stramash ensues. You could see Velasco. You probably have a really good angle right now. You're just not entirely sure about it. I'm not seeing much in the way of hits popping up in the log. I've not been paying maybe massive amounts of attention. There they are there. Near miss hits to the destroyer. We hit one of their old ships. Fair enough. You actually launched torpedoes as well. Good effort, Narita. Yeah, if you're not going to launch, you can just get out of there. Torpedoes flying around, but just missing absolutely everyone. Why would some of our torpedoes hit? Get you guys to slow down a little bit. You back onto AI control so I don't lose you, sailing off into sunset. See what we can do to the Italian fleet here. They seem to be kind of running away. Which I'm surprised with. But not necessarily sad about. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kind of old pre-dreadnoughts, but look at 7 old pre-dreadnoughts, for 3 Italia classes, and a handful of heavy and light cruisers. I mean, if they truly do run away, then that's going to expose the pre-dreadnoughts with their slower speed. So we are currently 2 destroyers down. So I'd very much like to even up those losses. You guys are all okay, that's fine, let's run it this way. You are also fit and healthy, let's run it this way. You might be able to eat some of these lighter forces. It's quite a lot of ships to control though, which usually means I'm going to be inefficient at it, preferably in our slightly bigger divisions. You guys are almost out of range, actually. What's the speed of these? 18 knots. 18 knots. 18 knots. Okay. So squad max on our newer ships. We should be able to catch up with the pre-dreadnoughts. That's good. We've got to turn. That'll help us close the gap. Our broadsides out. It's kind of max range, so I'm not really expecting huge amounts of accuracy. Our heavy cruisers out in front if we can. I'd like to just land a few hits, maybe see if we kind of wound one of them. That's a hit on Madrid, that's not what we're after. Your angle is terrible for actually opening up your broadsides. Come on, gents, can we hit something, please? No, we get hit in the turret. Are we settled for torpedoes? Probably okay, but let's not risk some things. I don't really want to throw you into the midst. Let's pull you back out for just now. What we really need is to kind of carve off someone or something. For God's sake. I literally just turned as well. How bad is it? Flooding 179. Jeez, man. See if you can't limp to Barcelona. Let's maybe pull ourselves away a little bit. So before that happened, I was saying maybe try and target some of these ships at the back, but we haven't got a great way to really split their formation at the minute. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I think he's probably going down. Another hit on us. You are going toe-to-toe with battleship. Let's not do that. We may just need more experience in our crew here. We are not landing many hits at all. Now we are extreme range, so you know there's always that to consider. What do I want to do? Let's cut in. Not continue just vaguely sailing along the same side as them. Let's see if we can let some of them escape. Engage a small section. Now you sail. I was going to say you may be sailing towards them, but you've changed your mind. Okay. We're up against these BCs, Vittorio Emanuele, who are 6 12-inch guns, 7-inch belt. Yeah, you are pretty nifty. We're 611s. We're 8-inch belt. What are you? 7. So you're slightly less armor. Good turn of pace, though. Real good turn of pace. This isn't too bad a fight. Problem is, no one's sticking around long enough to actually make a difference. Well, the battle line's now coming south again. I'm getting the feeling that I should just kind of run away, to be honest. All the hits seem to be going in the other direction. Probably a mark of desperation to use my light cruiser to do a bit of a torpedo charge. You have launched? You have anything else? Nope. Run away. Did you launch of a destroyer? My man, you deserve to sink. Hit the Italia, hit Malaga, Narita. Okay, do we have anything in the way of light forces to support us? A little. Yeah, I'm not feeling like this is a duel we are currently winning. Okay, so we have one torpedo charge going on down there. We have another one which is starting to form here, although not great angle to be honest. Yeah, and they're just going to turn away. You guys, oh, turn together, darn it. Bane of my existence, that box. Okay. Yeah, detach it. You guys, bail out. I'm just going to lose destroyers here. Much like I've done down here. And they turn away. I think it might be time to lick our wounds and go home. Our new shiny battleships are not really performing the way we want them to. think we're going to be potentially 2 cruisers down. No, you're probably going to be okay. One cruiser, 2 destroyers, and I'm not sure we've sunk anything on their side. So I'm just going to jump in here in post because I'm going to have to put a cut in the middle of this battle because we don't get to just turn around and go home. In fact, this goes on for quite a long time. So I will have to throw it into next episode. But yeah, as things currently stand, it doesn't look too hot. We are fairly outnumbered. And the ships we do have just, not performing as well as we have seen. I suspect it's just because we had them on, I think, straight from working up into reserve. They've got no battle experience, so this is a bit of a learning curve for them. I don't think the Italians are much better, to be fair, but there is more of them, and there's always that accuracy by volume. Either way, things aren't looking great, and we will see if we can't turn it around, but that is going to be in the next one, so please do join us then. Cheerio.